And Court, when it's cold outside, that would be a great way to spend your time indoors watching some World Cup soccer.
It'll break your heart, Kelly, as a USA fan. I've seen this movie too many times before, but it is a fantastic way to spend a couple of days off if you have them this week. And what we're seeing for today, here's that live look out at the Highway 32 and Main Street camera in downtown Chico. You can see a little bit of traffic rolling along out there this morning. One thing that you're going to want to keep in mind before you head out the door is that likely you're going to need an extra minute or two to scrape your windshield as we have another chilly start to the day with frost developing across the valley. 30s this morning in our lower elevations, 30s to 40s in the foothills where we have that inversion layer that keeps those temperatures a little bit warmer, and then at single digits, or excuse me, teens to 20s for most of our mountain zones right now. Winds at the moment, not substantial at all, and we'll stay with light winds throughout the day today. You can see for your commute home, still only up to maybe 5 miles an hour. Higher elevations not seeing much of an impact either. But overnight tonight into early tomorrow is when we start to see the gustier winds developing. 20 to 30 mile an hour gusts out of the north along I-5 in the valley, while the more wind-sheltered area of the eastern side of the valley, Chico and Orrville, are not as windy tomorrow, but those winds do get a little bit breezier towards the afternoon. Wednesday evening into early Thanksgiving Day, we also add in the threat of even stronger winds, 40 to 60 mile an hour gusts possible out of the northeast in the foothills and Sierra, specifically in the canyons is where we'll see the strongest winds on the way, and this is going to drive that potential for trees down into roadways or power lines, so travel impacts or power outages possible heading into Thanksgiving. Something to keep in mind, keep those phones charged, and make sure you download the Action News Now mobile app just in case your power goes out. You'll still have the latest information you need to be safe and prepared right at the tip of your fingers. Satellite and radar. Some clouds streaming on through Northern California early today, but they're thin so far. But this area of low pressure will track inland into the Pacific Northwest, driving more clouds over our region today. High pressure to our east and west, though, keeping us dry. So still seeing those clouds at 8 a.m. By noon, those clouds thinning out for the valley. For your commute home, a little clearing. And then as we head into tomorrow, we do see those stronger winds really ramping up quite a bit, with a bit more sunshine on the way for your Wednesday. Late this week, still a few clouds overhead Thursday. Friday, some clearing, and then Friday night, models are hinting at the chance for some showers into very early Saturday, but this is a quick shot of moisture and mostly impacts the mountains. The more impactful system then arriving early to midweek next week, with yet another system on its heels for the middle of next week's forecast. So as you get a look at the rain totals that are projected, really nothing on the way through most of this weekend. Monday is when we start to see some showers on the way. Could see up to 3/10 of an inch of rain in the valley with up to a half an inch in higher elevations. And then the next more potent system rolls in, giving us upwards of an inch to potentially 2 inches of rain in the valley through next week, with up to 4 inches of rain in our mountain zones late next week. So something to keep in mind. 50s to 60s in the northern mountains today, ending up in the 40s to 50s for the Sierra foothills, in the 50s to low 60s. And in the valley, it's mostly mid 60s today. Light winds with partly to mostly sunny skies and that frost in the morning. The frost is certainly the biggest impact as you're getting ready to take on your Tuesday. Warming up through the middle of this week in your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast, where your weekend's always in view with those gusty north winds Wednesday into early Thursday. Thanksgiving Day, sunshine with low to mid 70s in the valley, back into the mid 60s late this week, and then cooling down with shower chances increasing from Sunday through the start of next week's forecast.